Hello, this is Wayne Morris with AALogic. We're going to be talking about cable toning today, identifying cable pairs using tone. This is a normal process that's used to identify cable pairs using 577 Hz tone and an amplifier probe. The equipment we're using today is the AALogic D-105 as a tone receiver, also using a DAP-125 amplifier probe. And we're also using a TriTone tone generator. The D105 also has a tone source capability in it, but today we're going to use it as the receiver. Toning cable pairs is required when we don't have identity for our pairs and we use tone to identify those. It happens for PIC cable, but it also happens for our pulp cable. Not as common today, but it's still in the ground. It has paper wrapping the individual pairs, and it can get wet. When it does, there's a lot of crossover or bleed over between the pairs, making toning extremely difficult. This can also happen when we have a poor cable ground, and like I said, this also is a requirement for PIC cable. The test cable I'm using today is shielded twisted pair. There's 4 pair in this cable. I'm not using the ground, and that'll increase the crossover or bleed over between the pairs. I have the TriTone connected to one of the pairs. We're going to start with 577 Simplex Tone. This is normal tone that's used to identify pairs. It's applying tone between the tip and ground and the ring and ground. If a customer picks up the phone while you're identifying the pair, they should not hear the pair as long as that cable pair doesn't have a fault. It's balanced and the tone will be even on each side. Let's start by identifying the pairs. Just see if we can hear tone on the various pairs. In this case, we can hear tone pretty evenly on all of the pairs. And what we suggest that you do is start off with the Simplex cable tone and identify the tone group that it's in, and also narrow it down to several pairs using this mode. This is a good mode to start with. Once you have several pairs that are identified that could be the pair, using the 577 Simplex mode, now we can switch to a different tone mode. AALogic has a tone mode called TriPlex. This is a specially designed tone mode to help identify cable pairs when there's a lot of bleed over or crossover in the pairs. I'm going to switch the TriTone generator into the TriPlex mode. Let's listen again and see what we hear on the cable pairs. The blue-white pair, orange-white pair, the green-white pair, and the brown-white pair. The DAP-125 will actually give you even a stronger tone if you can place the probe tip in between the cable pairs. There's a big difference on how much tone you have. If you can put it in between the cable pairs. Blue-white is nothing, the orange-white is nothing, the brown-white is nothing, and the green-white, obviously a very strong indication that we have the correct pair. Correct identification of the cable pair can be difficult in a number of situations. Today we've shown you how using Simplex mode is a great way for you to initially narrow down the cable pairs to just a few, and then using the TriPlex mode along with the DAP-125, you're also then able to further identify and narrow down the cable pair to a single pair. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please post them below the video or contact AALogic at aalogic.com. Thank you.